Four sides of the ring, four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating, you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring, leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring, four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating, you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring, leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring.
How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Four Sides of the Ring. It is me, your boy Chanoo, the Dean of Hate You, Chanoo whoever, Chanoo Hayes, Chanoo Theory, Chanoo the God, Chanoo Cena, Tommaso Chanoo. And I'm here with my boy. Whoa, we
What's
go back
up?
like full fast like a Cadillac, man. My boy Taino. Taino's my guy, family, one of my best friends. Actually, one of our first listeners on the pod, too. I've been bullying him for the past couple weeks to get on the show. And I finally got him on. So say what's up to the people, my guy. Introduce yourself.
What's going on? What's going on? Glad to be here. It's not my first time here. If any of y'all remember, I was eliminated on that trivia part of the show, and I got a lot of heat from everybody with my warrior take. But hey, look, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to bridge that ageism that you guys, our channel has made himself known for. So we got to try to ease him up.
Bro, if there's anything to describe Taino in all the years I've known him is he's delusional as hell. Like he's delusional as hell. My man, we talk about shit that happened in 85 and he wasn't allowed to see it. You know what I mean? Like
Listen, if you're a real wrestling fan, you know that
yeah, because there's about to be some,
it was it's fine. It's good.
There's about to be some BS. To describe Taino in a short story. Back when I was making music, when I was writing, I was like, yo, Tino, want to get on the song with me?
Oh,
I was like, yeah, write a verse. He wrote me a verse. I was like, yo, this shit is gas. This shit is amazing. I sent it to my homegirl at the time. She's like, yo, that's that Little Wayne verse. I was like, bro, why we gotta live like this?
Listen,
This
I thought
this is my mom right here. She said, hello,
hey,
my
Ludi.
son. Hey, Tino, miss you, sweetie.
Miss you too.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
So let's get into, you know what? Let's start off with some Survivor Series recap. Did you see Survivor Series this past weekend?
I did. I did miss most of the first match. I think they started with the women's match. So I did miss most of that, but I saw the rest of the show, so it was
All right.
pretty
So
good.
walk me through how you felt about the pay-per-view.
If I'm being honest, I probably could have done without the what match was that? The Stephanie Nikki match. If I'm being real honest with you, I probably could have done without that match. Thought it was thought it was dope. I'm a fan. You know me. I'm a little opposite of you. I'm a fan of seeing the older talent come in, kind of showing what their skill set is. But could have done without that match. Uh, John Cena match, obviously, great match. I thought they did great with having Liv come out kind of like a surprise. Since I'm sure everybody out in the Twitter world had a bunch of theories. I don't think anyone had Liv in their bingo card. And then that last match, that men's matchup was great. We got to see the crumbling of that babyface team. Kind of a lot of things I think are like planting seeds into WrestleMania. I don't know if it's safe to say that WrestleMania season. Um, but overall, I thought it was a dope show. Thought it was cool.
Nah, it was cool. It was for me this year, the War Games matches were severely lacking. They were extremely lackadaisical. They did not compare to years past. And ultimately, I was a little disappointed. If WWE was the only thing I was watching, I'm sure I would have enjoyed it. But being exposed, obviously having a wrestling podcast for like a little over 2 years now, I'm exposed to more wrestling. Not only AEW, but whatever's going on in the indie scenes, whatever random cards we went to go see. And I just expected more. And I don't really mean like more gore,
Mhm.
but more innovation from the ring itself. Right. The one thing that drew me to the women's matches The women were uber athletic and they used the ring to their advantage. And they make the most of it. This year, the men's, for some reason, they just bring heavyweights. They bring heavyweights to a cage match. And I
Yeah,
think somebody like Brock Lesnar was somebody perfect for a War Games match because he's so dominant in ring. It's like, if you're trapped in the cage with this man, like, how do you do anything but run? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, Brock in his 50s, and I can't even talk shit about his age because the man is in phenomenal shape.
that
Like,
he
he's
is.
he's killing it. But the women's match was cool. I enjoyed it. The yearly EO spy off the cage with the trash can, super dope because it's a super scary spot.
Yeah, it's become her thing. It's like a little vintage spot. It's kind of like you look forward to it whenever she's in one of those type of matchups, and it's always it's fun seeing that. It was dope. Like it never looks bad when she does it like too. I don't want to use this word, but like it doesn't look too staged. Like you don't really see people kind of like lining up like pinballs. Like when she does that spot, it looks pretty dope.
They kind of did this year. I'm not gonna hold you, but for a spot like that where you're literally jumping blind, you literally don't have a choice. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
aside from taking a bump, like, you gotta make sure you catch her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that is a pretty diesel jump to make. So this time they did, and it was like one of the things that I like and don't like about this spot is they kind of look like a deer in headlights. Oh my god, what is that? Is that Io Sky with a garbage can? Kayfabe, which makes no sense, but in reality, like, they gotta be there. But ultimately, it was cool. How we doing? How we doing? Hey, is the YouTube page.
Hey, what's
So
up? What's
ultimately,
up?
you know what I mean. I the women's was cool. I expected more. I didn't really expect much from AJ Lee. There was not really much offense from her this match.
Yeah,
I don't know.
from what I've seen, because again, I didn't really see too much of the women, so I don't want to give too much criticism, but from the bit that I seen, it was kind of like they was just all kind of getting their shit off in terms
That's
of
kind of
like,
how that's how it's kind of set up. It's kind of set up like a Royal Rumble match when you come into the thing, you dominate for your couple minutes, and then you get into the match flow.
I
So
mean,
that's kind of it. You know who
yeah,
did look good though? Lash looked really good in the match.
Lash, Lash grew on me. I'm gonna be real with you. I wasn't too big on her, like her in that in the Meta 4 NXT. I wasn't too big on that team.
NXT Power
Um,
Rangers, they were great.
yeah, basically the Power Rangers. It wasn't too big on her, but she is growing on me as a heel. Being like a big power force, athletic, like
It's hard, bro. It's hard not to be,
she's fun to watch. I'm not gonna
bro.
lie, she
She's
is
hard
fun
not to
to
be.
watch.
She's like 5'10", 6 feet tall, bro. She's a giant.
Yeah,
So her and I is very very good look for the tag division because when they get rolling, realistically, who's stopping them? Kayfabe. But yeah, what was the next match? The Cena Dom match. I didn't. I liked it. I've been saying for the past couple weeks. Dom is probably the only person in wrestling to make me actively root against John Cena.
hmm, really.
If that makes sense, you know what I mean. Like I've never rooted against John his whole entire professional career, but against Dom is my guy. Like I planted my flag and Dom Mysterio, boss, and
Yeah, I
and
parted the
this
left on that one.
and not and this is and that's my guy. You know what I mean? Like that's the person that I tune in to watch Raw for. You know what I mean? If
Mm,
Dom doesn't have a storyline, I'm probably not watching because, as we both know, we're around the same age, or all the same age. We seen Dom 21 years ago or
yeah,
20 years ago. You know what I mean? So basically, we seen him when he was around our age as a kid. So now I was an adult wrestling. I was like, all right, bro, I'm 20 years invested into the storyline, brother. Like, like I gotta
legit.
see, I legit
Le-
gotta see how this finishes out. So I'm riding with Dom. I like appreciate the Dom's progression in wrestling for like match booking because Dom is no longer being like the Dom in this match was a Dom of the past, being helped to the absolute limits. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Everybody and their mother helping this man get a W. So I kind of didn't like that, and because it was kind of a step back for him offensively, but I understood it because you don't want to undersell John, the person that is John Cena.
I have a quick question for you
Of course.
on the Judgment Day thing. So I believe in prior episodes in the pod, you guys used to talk about kind of how like the Judgment Day seems like there's kind of like cracks in the foundation. So now that this happened, that Liv is back, you seen, I believe, I know we didn't get there yet. I think it was at the end of Raw. She like gave the title to Rox and kind of had her. So it looks like Judgment Day is all good. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is, I guess Judgment Day is all good, right? No
Mm,
problems, no type of
I wouldn't
friction
say
anymore.
I wouldn't say no problems. I would say in order to get as many people involved with John Cena's last couple matches, the Judgment Day kind of forgot their past transgressions for a couple of weeks.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like all like Finn and Dom beefing, that kind of dissipated for like the John Cena match, just to get him in there. But the cracks are still there. You remember the Judgment Day fails whenever they think they have a leader,
yeah.
and if Liv is taking that leadership spot, there's going to be some problems. Her conceding to Roxanne is dope because it's like, okay, yeah, I accept you. Before she always treated Roxanne like an outsider.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Even when like, did you see when they came into Raw and they greeted everybody? She didn't even look at Roxanne. She kind of like brushed her
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
And then technically Roxanne lost her women's tag team championship. You know what I mean? She lost that strap. But bygones is bygones, team is team, and they doing whatever they want. And to run the division again. Liv is that girl. And when I say that, she's in 3 segments, 3 potential storylines, and whatever she touches just goes. She's positioned right back where she should be at the top of the women's division. Um,
Yeah.
but for the term of Dom, I felt like we were ready with him match storyline wise, but ultimately it's John Cena. I get it. You know what I mean? Judgment, to answer your question, Judgment Day just kind of patched their patches for momentarily just to help Dom just to be involved with the John Cena situation. So I don't know if that answers that for you.
Oh shit.
No, you good,
No.
brother. As for the Stephanie and Nikki match, I didn't really care much for it. That was kind of my margarita match. I've, I'm, I'm
so
not gonna, I'm not gonna hold
so
you.
I wasn't the only one, bro, and it pains me to say that because like it's crazy because we were together when we seen Steph. That was my first time seeing Valkyrie.
That was mine as well. Yes.
So we seen Steph. Instantly we became fans of her work, and then like legit, bro. Shortly after, she was getting all that WWE buzz. So like we got a taste of her before I guess she went super mainstream. Um, again, I was looking forward to that match because I like Steph. Me being a sucker for the old school, since Nikki Bella is like 10 years ago. Um, but it kind of, like I said earlier, man, it kind of disappointed. At that point, I was watching like it's entirely, like glued to the TV, and I was kind of like, I feel like it could have went a little better. Obviously, we kind of knew who would have won that match, but at least the work of it could have been a little better. But it was there. At least look, I look at it as Nikki, getting another a pay-per-view match, gets that title belt like shot under her waist, saying she could do it. And I guess Steph working with a Hall of Famer. I'm sure Steph enjoyed it either ways.
I think it begs to be a real question here. So the Pioneer, and this is gonna sound crazy. This probably won't get clipped, but if it gets clipped, this is gonna sound ridiculous. If is what up, Hugh? How we doing, brother? From Championship Coach, Nikki is whack. Is it so now that we got 2 matches at AJ Lee under our belt coming back? We have a couple Nikki Bella matches back. So the pioneers of women's professional wrestling tour, women's wrestling is today. Is it safe to say, like, even in their physical prime, they would be able to compete in this era? Because women's wrestling is way so much more different and more talented than it was 10 years ago. And I don't think nobody will argue with you that point. Like AJ Lee's really not that technical. You know what I mean? She's not a technical wrestler. She has a submission move, but she's not really technical. And she really hasn't shown much offense. Nikki Bella on the other side, she hit a couple moves, but she just wasn't there. Is it safe to say, like, even in their prime, they wouldn't be able to hang with the Julias, the Mercedes, the Chris Statlanders, and
That's
the top tier women? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like actual technical like powerhouses in ring. Like Liv Morgan she's came a long way, but I wouldn't say Liv Morgan's a technical in ring maestro. You know what I mean?
hmm
So is it safe to say those women who came back from 10 years ago who fought for the change can't hang with what they wanted?
Uh Tough to
It
say.
sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy.
A little bit, to be real. You know what I think it comes down to? Like, honestly, I think it really just comes down to, obviously, in terms of Nikki and AJ, at least those, we use those two as an example. Um, they haven't wrestled in a little while, so it's definitely like that ring rust. And also the, like, as we all know now that we so embedded with wrestling, the lack of house shows, they don't really get a chance to work and learn that style. And even if they're training behind the scenes or backstage, whatever, at the NXT center, it's not the same as going out there and performing like live, like in front of that crowd on that red light when that camera's rolling. So like I I feel it takes some time, but also in the same breath, I feel it depends on the talent. Like, I think AJ, with putting in some reps, I think she could keep up with like a Julia, Stephanie, like the new woman. And again, I said it multiple times already, man. I love Nikki, and not because of her her beautiful looks, but it's I don't think Nikki, because like you said, Nikki never really had a crazy arsenal anyway. It was more of the looks, that twin magic, kind of that flair she'll have. Um, so it's tough. I feel like it's kind of a case by case thing, um, in terms of the woman, but mostly mostly I don't think most of them could hang. I think maybe AJ gets an exception. Um,
Because
that's the
even
only
when
one that
Beth,
was going to mind.
because even when Edge and Beth Phoenix they were wrestling Rhea and Finn, right?
Oh wow.
Beth was kind of just doing like powerhouse shit. You know what I mean? Like Beth wasn't really like Beth wasn't going. You know what I mean? Beth was kind of like just powerhouse spots, which is dope because who doesn't love a good powerhouse?
That's always what she was too. She
Yeah,
was
and
mostly just a
honestly,
power.
you can never go with a big man moveset. Like it's priceless. It's timeless. It always works. Hold up, let's see what Brother Hugh got to say. Like you said, the performer when wrestling wasn't that good at all. So you are right. They are having a tough time. And it sucks because it sounds absolutely crazy and it sounds super haterish. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it looks rough out there. It is. It looks rough, man. But like Tino said, hopefully it's just some ring rust and they'll adapt quick. Listen, it's a hard statement, but maybe we should give these women some grace. They are coming back for the fans and for us, especially you, Tino. Nikki heard you. She's wrestling specifically for you, my boy.
I'm sure she is, and if she hears this, I'm sure she'll tell Bree like, "Hey, come out of retirement. That's how you know guy wants to see us."
She's they keep saying she's interested in coming back. I really hope AEW being behind Danielson doesn't hurt Bree's chances of coming back to WWE.
I would hope not. I mean, I don't see what the
That to
problem
be
is.
that
Like,
petty.
yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I feel if there's money involved, if they feel Bree could make money with them, then that's it's all about money. It's all about she could bring in a house, I guess. But Bree was fun. She was fun to watch. Nikki always stood out a little more to me. Um,
I
but
mean,
Bree
they're
was
twins, so I can't really. I'm not
no.
good with twins. I can't tell them apart. I'm not gonna hold you. Can't
So
do it.
after some time, you could kind of start to tell them apart.
I, I've never listen. I got twins. I got twins in the family, and I still be fucking them up. I swear to God. I swear to God. I be fucking them up. They be like, you can't tell. I'm like, nah, I can't. None of my life depended on it. I can't
That's
tell
pretty
who's who right
scary.
now. It's terrifying, man. Now to the main event, the men's war games match. I did not enjoy. Oh my God, that is a deep ball, sir. Oh my God, Pickens is walling. Pickens is
Oh,
walling.
that's
DPI.
good and bad for me because I have them in both leagues.
DPI. Jesus. For the men's match, I didn't enjoy the men's match. I think my favorite spot of the men's match was Brock Lesnar. And then when Brock Lesnar gave Roman Reigns the ultimate
Oh yeah,
kudos and waited for him at the bottom of the ramp.
like a
To me,
straight up G.
oh bro, that's like beef forever type shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, for real,
Beef,
it's
and that was
crazy the amount of matches they had, bro. Like the WrestleMania match, like It's crazy, and you don't get tired of it. Like I don't think as a wrestling fan you don't get tired of seeing Brock and Roman no matter the circumstance. But my bad,
Nah,
you keep
you
going.
no 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 no. You know you get tired of it because the first 2, 3 Roman Brock Lesnar matches, Brock was beating Roman's ass. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it was a complete one-sided ass whooping, like most of Brock Lesnar matches are, with Roman coming clutch maybe once or twice. You know what I mean? Like that's Brock and Roman's matches. It really came around at WrestleMania 38 when it was in Dallas.
Yeah,
Was it
a
38 or
little.
39?
I think it was 38 or 30. Yeah, 38. It would have been 38 or 30. No, not
No,
37.
no,
I think
38,
it would have
38,
been
38,
38.
38. Yeah,
Yeah,
38 because 39, 40 it was Cody Roman. So 38 when they wrestled, that was the first time they kind of had like a 50-50 match, you know what I mean? Or like a 60-40 match where it
yeah.
wasn't completely one-sided. Then at SummerSlam, it wasn't completely one-sided, you know what I mean? So now they're
That was
true
peak Roman at that time. He was on that up. So,
ear. What's good, my boy? I think this is NetRam.
hey, what up, man?
But yeah, now they're true wrestling equals, and now they'll go do 50-50s, and that's dope. You know what I mean? Now you want to see it again, but before I would not want to see that. Listen, I like watching Lesnar matches, but I hate how one-sided those ass opens are. You know
I
what I
could never
mean?
get tired of Lesnar matches, man.
Of,
It's
a,
fun
of
seeing it's fun seeing
16
Brock just
Germans,
bro. It's
bro,
I see
16.
it, bro. I could see that, and I could just see a Gunther match, just chop blocking everyone, just all match, just boom, just all match. All right, let's do it.
Well,
It's a good match.
we'll get to Gunther in a second because I do got a lot of good things to say about Gunther, but yeah, man, I don't really care much for the match, but I think the highlight of the match is the masked man.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
that's
I was on the nightcap with a mic cap, my mouth off a mic, and we was talking about it. If it's Roman versus Cody, I want them in Street Fighter attire. Do you know how much money Street Fighter would have to pony up to WWE to make that happen? They don't have, bro. There's a reason they hired wrestlers as actors. You know what I mean? They're not working with a
legit.
crazy budget, like
Yeah.
50 cents in the movie. You know what I mean?
Whoa,
Like
whoa,
let's
whoa,
be
whoa.
let's be here. You know what I mean? The last 50 Cent movie, last movie 50 Cent was great in was in Get Rich and Die Trying.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And it was about him.
And it was about him, bro. It's hard to pick up a role that's based off of your life. You know what I mean? This is shit that happened to you. But yeah, man. I think it's Austin Theory.
Mm.
Uh my man's been able on Instagram, man. I feel like it has to be Theory.
So it's funny you say that because all that wrestling Twitter stuff you see.
Wrestling
Um,
Twitter is
it,
chaotic.
it's bro, it's insane, but I'm here for it. I love it. The Twitter streets are saying it's theory, but I have a wild, uh, 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 take, I guess, on who I think it is, and it's
Who is
super
it?
out the box. And I know
So,
everyone's. This is a clip. So I think the masked man, and I think it kind of makes sense. Should be Trick Williams. Why not it be Trick Williams?
you know what? Because I'll tell you why. Trick has been mentioned because the guy was jacked. Two reasons. One, the guy hit his side like a sit down super kick, right? The guy hit a sit down super kick and then a stomp. I'm telling you right now, Trick Williams has never been that fluid in his life.
Jeez.
Trick
Oh
has never
gosh.
listen. Trick has improved
He has.
from when
He's been way better.
NetRam used to shit on him every single day,
Oh yeah.
and Trick is so much better now than what he was back then. But Trick is still not that fluid. I'm telling you that right now.
I
The
mean,
moment
I know it's super out the box, but if it was to be Trick, like let's just say it was, I don't think I don't know. That
if if it was Trick, it's a great rub, but Trick Williams isn't a Paul Heyman guy.
but
And
let
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why Trick Williams isn't a Paul Heyman guy. Because Trick Williams already has mic skills. You know what I mean? Trick
Mhm.
already has presentation. Trick doesn't need help with somebody. All right, I'm gonna get to your comment in a second. Trick is not somebody who needs help with his presentation because he has his presentation down to a T.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He needs somebody. Austin Theory needs Paul Heyman. Because Theory has all the physical attributes. You know what I mean? He has the look, he has the skill set, he has the moveset. My man's uber talented and uber athletic. But we just can't have the crowd give a fuck about him. You know what I mean? So me personally, I think it's Theory, and this is NetRam. I think whoever climbed the cage is not gonna be the revealed person.
Yeah, that's very true too. Yeah, whoever that doesn't mean whoever climbed the cage is that person. So you know what that tells me then? That means it could be Chris Jericho.
I tell you that right now, bro. If WWE ever tries to lie and say it was Chris Jericho who got over the top of the cage in 2 steps, bro, you see how quick that guy got out the cage, bro? Chris Jericho never, let me not say never in his life, because he probably could like 15, 20 years
Lionheart, come on, Lionheart. He would have done. You
15,
know what I'm
15 20 years ago,
saying?
15, 20 years ago, Jericho would have done it. You know what I mean? But there is no way in God's green earth that Chris Jericho is getting over that cage in 2 steps right now, bro. I would pay top dollar in order to Chris Jericho to replicate that, and I'll be cash up my pensions to go watch them. Like, my man's can't do it, bro. He's an old man. We
Oh
was at
God.
Grand Slam when my man's missed a code breaker. You know what I mean?
Listen, bro. I look. I like Chris Jericho. I'm a fan. I'm just.
He's
It will
delusional.
be.
He's
It'll
delusional.
be. It'll be great. Look, bro.
It won't be
Y2J,
great.
nice send off. He's a Paul Heyman guy now. Think it's.
No, that's not a good send off. I swear to
I'm
God, bro.
just. I'm just.
If
Just
if it's
fooling.
revealed that's Chris Jericho, I'm flying to that Raw and I'm sparking the chants. You can't do it. You can't do it.
That's horrible. Let me ask you this though, real quick.
Do I know the Muffin Man?
No. So you were saying, well, everyone's saying it's theory and all that, but is there any concern to like if it is theory, like would we truly even care? Like I couldn't really remind because don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of theory. I think he's dope. But like last time he was on TV, it was tag team, kind of botched. It wasn't even like a real write-off. I don't even remember how they ended his like his TV skits and stuff. And he kind of just been like bouncing around when Vince McMahon had him as like as the top guy, crowd wasn't in it. Like I don't know if like that music hits and he's a Paul Heyman guy. If I don't know if
I'll
that
tell you.
really moves
I'll
the
tell you.
needle.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because if he can't get nobody to care about him with Paul Heyman, then nobody ever will. And I'm not saying that because he's not talented. He is talented. But unfortunately, in WWE ring, if you can't connect with the crowd, you can't. You're not worth a damn. And I hate to say it like that. You know what I mean? Because the kid can absolutely go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is NetRam. Cena was right about Theory in that promo. Regardless, people just don't care about him. And it's rough because Cena tried to give him a tough love, but Cena low key,
They buried him low key. Yeah.
you know what I mean? He was like, "You can beat me. What are you gonna do about it tomorrow?" And that's a little rough. You know what I mean? And that's kind of why like him and Dom was kind of confusing but dope at the same time because it was like, okay, don't hurt him too much. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? My fault. Field goal. I got Brandon Aubrey. That's why. And it's rough, but it's like if Theory can't get over with being a Paul Heyman guy, he just can't cut into WWE. But that's not the end of his career because he will
Yeah,
make
he's
a
still young.
killing.
He's still in his 20s.
Yeah, he will make a killing anywhere he goes, and if
Yeah.
anything, he'll be back in 5-10 years when he's mastered his craft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not. Listen, wrestling is in a point right now where being in WWE is not the end all be all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can make a shit ton of money.
And
You know
and
what I
it's
mean?
like you've told me this before. Wrestling is one of like the only sports to where like you like your prime or your peak is like low key your 40s. Like if you're in your early
Low
to
key,
like mid 40s, you could still be there on a high level. And you
35.
could you know what I'm
35 is when they
saying?
get there. Yeah, 35 is when
That's
that's your physical peak for wrestling. It's crazy.
that's what I'm saying. So you could be 44 years old with fucking already 23 years of experience and not, you're solid and you have 23 years like that's dope. And Theory is one of those dudes. He's been in WWE system for what, at least I want to say 6-7 years minimum. He's been there
Honestly,
for a little
it's
while.
nah, bro. There's not a. If anything, he'll be back. But listen, my only concern with Theory being in this group is he's gonna get lost in the shuffle of Paul Heyman guys. Logan Paul does not need
He don't.
Paul
Yeah,
Heyman. You know what
I
I mean?
agree.
The Bronze they do because they don't got no mic skills. Breaker's getting there.
I will say, yeah, Breakers,
Breaker's
that
getting there,
promo.
but Theory needs him. So let's to wrap a bow on Survivor Series before we get into Raw. What would you give Survivor Series? What would you give Survivor Series
Out of what,
out of 5
10?
stars? Let's do
5
5.
stars?
Best match, and let's do. How would you feel about a best match, worst match, and yeah, best match, worst match, and how you feel about it out of 5?
Best match, I would say, would be the Dom match, the Cena match, just because, come on, it's Cena Dom. How could you not? That just got, and Cena did his thing, and Dom obviously did his thing, and I thought it was really cool seeing everybody get their shit off on Cena. Like, when was the last time you seen a woman, a female talent, like body Cena like that? Like, it was really cool seeing that.
Yeah,
So for me,
Raquel's beastie, man.
yeah, that was dope. So that was definitely my favorite. Worst match I would say would definitely be the Steph Nikki match. Sorry, Nikki. Um, but to answer the just to be fair, I'm gonna say 3.5 out of 5.
That's fair. I give it 3 out of 5. Best match being a Dom match because I'm biased. Worst match being the men's War Games match outside of Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
Yeah, Naram hit it right. Survivor Series was the worst War Games to date since bringing it back 1,000%.
I
You know
will
why?
say
Because they brought a whole bunch of men in their goddamn 40s who don't movesets don't fit the goddamn steel cage.
I will say this, and before we done with Survivor, at least they took out the shark cages. At least
I
they
missed the shark cage, bro. I wanted to see Brock Lesnar acting like a crackhead inside of a shark cage.
I think that's why they took it out. I don't know, all that mass and the those big ass dudes in
Could you
there. I don't
imagine mass? Could you
know.
imagine a small ass 6x6
And
cage of Brock
Logan
Lesnar?
Paul just in the corner and just like
The little twig, the twig of the match.
yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. I can't imagine Roman and Cody. You seen the little spiff between Cody and Roman? He was like, Roman is like, this is the last time, and Cody's like, yeah, this is the last time, buddy.
Oh,
I was
Cody,
like,
bro, Cody is so irritating. Like I'll leave Cody subject alone.
he said Jay was stopping for 3-minute entry. No, that wasn't the worst part of the match. The worst part of the match was when the bell rang. You know what I mean? The end ring was just terrible. Not just by Jay, just wasn't an enjoyable in ring.
That was definitely one of those spots I feel where it was like intended for Brock for like that holy shit, because it was so random. It was so like purposeless. Like it was no purpose to it. Like it was literally just for that music and oh shit, it's Brock. But yeah, that wasn't a good
Bro,
spot.
I'm not gonna hold you. Brock was violating everybody in that ring. I think Brock was the best part about that match, just flinging motherfuckers in and out the ring, bro. It was great.
Like I said earlier, bro, seeing Brock perform at any level to me is fun to watch.
50.
Like
He's in his 50s. He looks
and he's
great.
scarier now than he was 10 years ago. It's crazy.
With the little beard and the bro,
with the cowboy hat, and then he's like smiling, so it's just like, oh god, what is he going to do?
Bro, if I'm ever talking shit and the guy's Brock Lesnar, I'm saying I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to violate you like that, my good sir. Here, what's going on, my boy Rick?
Hey, what up,
How
Rick?
we doing today? Actually, I remember to do one of the ads because I forgot to do it last time because I couldn't find it. So we'll be back in a couple seconds after this ad.
Dive into a world where every pinfall, every suplex, and every promo is celebrated in fashion. From the legendary 3-count trivia to the iconic bad guy wrestling, we've got the latest gear to elevate your wrestling wardrobe. Show off your passion for the squared circle. It's not just clothing, it's a lifestyle. Come shop with us and unleash your inner champion at foursidesofthering.com. That's foursidesofthering.com.
And we are back. So,
oh yeah.
Not yet. Rick says Brock finally has a personality, and his personality is to fuck shit up and leave. And I fuck with
but before we get started on the next subject, that 4 Sides of the Ring merch, make sure you guys get it. You know what I'm saying? Great merch. Channel still haven't hooked me up yet. But make sure you get that merch. That's right.
Bro,
Let's
what
do
are you
it.
talking about? You got a job, my good sir. What do you want me to do for you that you
Hey.
can't do for yourself?
Oh,
What do you want me
you
to
see, this is how he says he loves me. He says he loves me. All
Nah,
right, let's
bro.
do it.
Nah, listen. Let's not air the family grievances on the rest of the podcast because that'll be an hour and a half in itself.
Oh yeah.
He said we got to get Tino right. Tino can get himself right. My man's works 80 hours every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? He's a full-time
That's
goddamn worker.
that's right.
My man's
That's
got a
right.
my man's got a
I gotta support. I gotta support.
my
We
man's
gotta support. Let's do
my man's got a goddamn job. Okay,
it.
Tino's goddamn near 30. All right, get,
Oh, hey,
get himself
hey,
get himself some goddamn merch his goddamn self.
hey.
All right, let's so buy that. You know what? Aaron, you buy him a mug. Don't pin this on me. You want to get that merch? You get him merch at fullsizeofthering.com. Hit me up. I'll give you his address. Anybody who want it. Nah, yeah, Rick, that's NetRam. I know the username kind of messing with you, but yeah, that's that's NetRam. Yeah, no cages. It was weird. All right, so to spark with Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah.
Raw wasn't great. Judgment Day was in the show. I love Liv, but I forgot how
Lot of
whiny her voice is.
Judgment Day.
I forgot how whiny her voice is. Like, oof. I was like, God damn. But it
Yeah,
was dope.
it's fun
Judgment
to
Day's front and
fun to
center.
watch.
Yeah, it was cool. What else we had? We had the women's tag team division being front and center of the show.
Oh yeah.
That was the main theme of the show, the women's tag team division, which is dope because I feel like they neglected them for a while. But now that you have you have Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, you have Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, the new and improved Raquel with Roxanne. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Bailey and Lyra. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
have Lash
I
and Nia.
still I love the Bailey thing, the whole Bailey personality stuff. I love it.
It'll pay off eventually. I hope. So the women's tag team division right now is kind of stacked. It's in a way better position than a women's main event picture, which I guess is why they kind of position Liv there already. But other than that, Raw was whatever. I was looking for. I think we all tuned into Raw looking for some answers on who the masked man was.
Didn't get it.
Didn't get nothing, and I was like, well, so why am I watching this? I was like,
Yeah.
why do I have this on? I had a weird theory in my group chat, in my wrestling group chat with all my guys. So they said, what if it's KSI that came under orders of Logan Paul?
Wow, holy shit. That's that. I don't know how I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I think that spot with all that those high big names of talent there to like no way. Like
Imagine
no way. It can't be.
it's speed. Speed is uber athletic. Naram says it seems like Liv is gonna get everyone right and get them chance, but Fela get home. No, I feel like Liv is gonna get her championship back, and the other 4 idiots are gonna fail at getting titles, and she's gonna be like, Dom's a champion, and you're not. I'm a champion, and you're not champions. Like she's gonna keep volleying them until they snap and turn on them, and Dom is gonna have to choose. And I think Liv Dom makes too much money in merch to separate them, but.
I will say this really fast about Judgment Day real quick is at least me personally, I do kind of wish that Finn kind of did break off. Like I kind of asked you earlier, like how they're looking and if they're still going to be a thing. I am kind of in hopes that Finn kind of goes solo and we see like that Finn Balor that we all love to watch wrestle because we all know Finn could go. He's not bad on the mic. Like
I
love
think
to
it
see a
was gonna
singles
happen.
run.
I think it was gonna happen, but I think Liv got hurt and that pushed everything back. Because you gotta remember at that time Liv was front and center, like the tension was crazy high in Judgment Day. Then when she got hurt, they kind of simmered down there, and then it started sizzling. Then it simmered, then it sizzled. You know what I mean? It was on and off with Judgment Day shit because they were waiting for the Queen Bee herself to come back and Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got to wait and see what comes out with that. But I feel like Dom will be the one to turn on Dom and dethrone him as well. Listen, Finn's an uber talent as well. That man is in his 40s and he still got it.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a good Braun Breaker promo.
Oh
Finally
yeah.
breaking out his zone. That was really good. That was really entertaining. I enjoyed
Here's
that.
the thing about that Braun Breaker promo that stood out to me is I'm gonna be real. I couldn't tell you anything he said. I don't know what the fuck he said. Like I don't know. I couldn't paraphrase anything. All I know is that he made me feel like he was a real bad mother effer. Like it
Hey, no,
made me kind. It made me kind of think like, yeah, he could smoke CM Punk in maybe like under a minute. Like that promo he cut was definitely like you felt it. Again, don't know what he said, but just that intensity, that passion he spoke with, like Braun is gonna be a problem. And once he works on that promo, gets it down packed, bro, he's gonna be.
he doesn't need to work in the promo because he's a Paul Heyman guy.
No,
So he-
I just
so-
mean kind because he's a young guy. So like down the line, if Paul and him ever break off or whatever, like if he could
yeah.
stand on his own,
Oh, he
bro,
will.
he's
He
gonna
was
be an
doing it this
issue,
way.
bro.
No, bro, he definitely will. Paul pairing him with Paul Heyman so young in his career is only solidifying. It will only solidify himself down the line. And Nick Ram says, Tino hit it right on the head because I don't know what he said, but I felt his passion. My man
Yeah,
just felt teenage angst and was like, I
yeah.
felt that. The talent of
Yo,
his
for
father,
real.
the promo of his uncle, he is gonna be just fine. Listen, the kid got it. You know what I mean? He truly, truly got it. Him and Dom are the future of WWE, and they're in good, great hands with them. You know what I mean? What else happened on Poopy Raw?
Yeah, Raw was, thinking back at it now that we're
Ooh,
covering the Raw stuff. Good, good.
the quarterfinal matches, the semifinal matches. Jay and LA
Oh,
Knight.
yes, Jay and LA Knight. And was it solo? Was that this?
Yeah, it was Solo and Gunther. So I'm really excited about the solo one. So
We start off with solo, yeah. Let's
no
start
no
off
no
with
I
the
want to start
solo.
with solo. I want to start with the Jay and LA Knight because I'm more
Jay
excited
and
about.
LA.
I'm so excited about the solo one. Melo should be pushed. Yes, Melo should. But you know what Melo's issue is? Triple H does not know how to work with little guys, and that is his issue.
Mm,
Melo is
that's
Melo's a
fair
better wrestler.
though.
Melo's a
That's
better
fair,
wrestler
yeah.
than Braun Breaker and Dom. He's
That I
better on the
guess
mic. He's better on the mic than Braun Breaker and Dom. But you know what it is? My man's little, and it's not
he's
his
a small
fault.
guy, yeah. Just like
It's not
Dragon
his
Lee.
fault.
They don't really know what they're doing with Dragon Lee, and Dragon Lee
They
could
don't.
go. At least they got him, I think with the tag team with AJ. Um, but no, yeah, yeah, okay. That's fair. I
Bro,
guess H ain't good
Melo
at the
is
small guy.
filthy, but they don't know how to do small guys. I know this is gonna hurt Nick Ram's feelings, but they try to give him the Miz rub. You know what I mean? With the Miz knows how to make guys, and it's just not working. The Miz is no longer making people. Me and Nick Ram was having this
Wow.
conversation about Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho became boring on TV when he was no longer able to make people because you seen him do it with Big Cass and
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the other dude's name.
The bounty hunter.
Yes, Brian Keith Lee,
Yeah. No,
Brian something.
Brian Keith something. Yeah.
Keith
Bounty hunter.
Ryan, Brian Keith. Bonham, yes. When he wasn't able to put those two over and make those two, it was like you can't really do nothing for me on TV no more. So yes, Melo should. Brother Hugh, I'm with you 1,000%. Melo should exactly be on the same tiers as they are, but it's frustrating. I'm with you. But back to the LA Knight Jay Uso. I'm a believer in LA Knight, man. He can go. He's won me. He's won me over.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
I'm being,
I
no.
don't.
You know why? Because I've waited so long for shitting on him for so fucking long. Hold on, let me answer this real quick for Rick. Would you gents rather see Braun fight Lesnar for the title of Mania or defend the title against Lesnar? Braun versus Lesnar is great, but I don't think he can bangs with. I don't think he can bang with Lesnar yet. But back to the thing. LA Knight's a baller, man. You know what won me over for LA Knight? I'm not gonna hold you. He's a playoff riser. During the PLEs, he takes his game a whole nother level. And
He does.
I appreciate that. And he treated this Raw like it was a PLE. Jey Uso, if you see one Jey Uso match, you've seen them all.
So here, so real quick, so that's true with the Jey Uso thing. LA Knight, I like LA Knight. He's cool, great promo, pretty good in the ring. Um, but I think the biggest takeaway that I think they wanted from that matchup was just basically to see like kind of Jey Uso turning. You kind of see his frustration, kind of saying Roman was right. I don't know. I think this is more of a slow burn for like a Jey Uso turning into Roman because they kind of ventured off from that. It seems like with the whole war game stuff. But now that he's not winning these big matches, it's kind of like I feel like it's more for that because LA Knight is cool, but a big topic before was LA Knight not winning the big one, not winning the big titles, and then he wins the titles, and it's kind of underwhelming, at least in my opinion. Um, but my biggest takeaway from that whole match, to be honest with you, because it's kind of vague that matchup, was really just like the frustration of Jey Uso and kind of seeing him turn to like LA Knight said, a little mini Roman Reigns.
Listen, mirroring a mini Roman Reigns is not the death of it. You know what I mean? But overall, the match was underwhelming. But it is what it is. The match, my fault. Let's get to some things. Rick says, "I want to heel Jey Uso." That would be dope.
Yeah,
I would not mind that. They already did some heel work as a tag, why not as a solo? I'm tired of running back in the middle of a match. You know what? You could be tired of it, but you know why it works? Because the kids love it.
It's for the people. It's for the people there at the arena.
I guarantee you they'll stop doing the people in the arena stop eating when he does it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He says, I got to get back to my supervisor job. Tano, thank you for joining. Tano, you're killing it, brother. Look at me. You see the silky. I got my braids peeking out.
Listen, I appreciate that. So it's really dope being here.
Listen, I got us. The team got me. And Hugh said, I want Jimmy to get a little push. Brother Hugh, you just asking for a little too much at this point. But I feel like Jimmy will get it. No, Jimmy will get a push. I like Jimmy.
Eventually.
So the Solo Gunther match, I will say Solo was the best wrestler out of the brothers.
Yeah, Solo could go. Solo grew on me, bro, from being that quiet dude, just kind of just there. Just this, he's fun to watch. Gunther and him, that match was like Gunther and Solo, in my opinion, you could put them in any freaking era in wrestling, in any promotion, territory, whatever, and they will rock it, bro. Like that match was dope. That match was dope.
That match made me a believer in Gunther because I got so used to seeing Gunther beating people's asses in the middle of matches.
Mm-hmm.
that I was actually like, oh, he could put on and sell crazy for the boy. He made Solo look like $1 million. That is the best. That is the best match I've seen Solo have, and that was good. I'm usually checked out of Gunther matches because to me Gunther's just too dominant. But Gunther with Javon Evans, Gunther with Solo,
that was a great one too.
Oh my god!
Real quick question for you while we on because Solo kind of made me think of this question. So we are where we at with the John Cena tournament. I think we down to the final two, right?
Yeah, it's LA Knight versus Gunther tomorrow.
LA Knight versus Gunther tomorrow, which is going to be cool. So my question to you is again going back to earlier, being a sucker for kind of that old school. I was a little disappointed with not seeing Zack Ryder or Dolph Ziggler at least not make it to the finals, but not win at least one match. And I guess I kind of wanted your take. Like, I wanted your take in a sense. Obviously, they don't need the win, right? They don't need that win at all. But I think it would have been kind of cool, at least for the pop, kind of the thing where, holy shit, will Dolph fight John? Will Cardona fight John? Even though they're not going to go far, at least have him win one match. At least, in my opinion, I was kind of thinking Dolph should go at least. Could it be Solo? Great match too they put on. But
why would you pay that contract fee twice when you can just pay them once, get the pop, and move on, going about your day? You know what I mean?
It would have been a business decision. Yeah,
it would have been cool, but like, why would you put them over your talent if you're not going to re-sign them?
Because like. That's true because I at least one of them. Like I thought one would have pulled an upset.
for Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona, this was his audition back into the company. He's been very vocal about wanting to be signed. So this was his audition. I'm sure he was just happy with the audition. But overall, you're not gonna. It's like the local talent. You're never gonna put the local talent over your wrestler in a squash match. You know what I mean? TKO only cares about the kids if the kids make the money. Yeah, man. Listen, the money. Think of TKO like Mr. Krabs. All they want is the bread. Solo been nice like that. He wasn't booked correctly to display his in-ring talent. Yeah, but his personality was showing, and I think that's what made him pop more because people care about you if you're personable.
Yeah,
I think that's what
people like to see that other side. At least me, and when I because now that I'm such a bigger wrestling fan than I've ever been, like I like to see the little personality, kind of see, behind the gimmick, or even some people, like some wrestlers take that gimmick, they run with it even outside the ring. Like I like that. Like MJF. Like if you see MJF in the street and you say, "Hey, can I get an autograph?" He's gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. Like that, like gimmick or not, that's just who he is.
Bro,
But
that man is his. That 1,000% that man is his gimmick, bro. I believe that. He's
you
probably
1,000%
he's probably the nicest guy in the world, but that man is exactly his gimmick. If he's seen you getting about to get run over in the middle of the street, he'll probably flip you the middle. He'll probably flip you the bird and be like, "Ha!" You know what I mean? That's a gimmick.
You're poor and keep driving.
Dolph is my guy, but the way they went about it was best for business. Listen, man, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, no. Dolph is fun. Dolph is fun to watch. Nick.
Dolph is great. That's really all I care about for Raw. The rest, Raw. End of the show. Asuka and Kairi Sane popped out. Judgment Day popped out. Liv ended the show. Her and Roxanne made peace. Yada yada yada. NXT. What happened in NXT? Happened in good NXT because you saw last night. I did not.
I did watch NXT. I'm trying to think of what
I refuse to give my Tuesdays up. I'm not even gonna hold you. The one clip I this scene was Zarya almost spearing Soruga, which is terrible.
Yes.
Dak just picked.
What's the score?
29, Dallas. 29. I'm Detroit.
Interesting. Okay, I'm not watching it right now. So yes, that did happen in the matchup. There was a little bit of like tension in the back. NXT was on for me yesterday, but I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really paying mind to it. I did see that at the ending. I believe yesterday was the Tatum Paxley. I'm kind of excited to see what happens with her because I think she kind of caught lightning in a bottle real quick, and she caught lightning in a bottle real quick, and I just kind of want to see what they do with her, and kind of what Sean Spears is doing with his whole thing. So I'm excited to see what they do with Tatum.
So the boys was at WrestleCade this past week, and it said MJF made a fan wait as he ate Chipotle in front of them, then talked for 10 minutes, then proceeded with the meet and greet. That man is gold.
I will say this, man. I love MJF, but I wouldn't not even at like a meet and greet, I would want to go. Like I probably feel so bad and embarrassed. But fuck this guy, I'm not a fan. I don't ruin my fandom. I watch him from afar.
Izzy Dame and Tam is gonna be great because I think this is Izzy's first real feud with somebody. So this is a real big for her. Paxley's on her way up and up. Izzy's just getting started in NXT with her own singles run. So this would be dope for her. You know what I mean? I'm more interested in the Zarya Soruga. Soruga's probably my favorite in NXT right now, mostly because her finisher is probably the best finisher in all of wrestling.
Oh, it's a beautiful finisher, and she could do it to anybody. That's the thing. It's to anybody. It's out of nowhere. It is a dope finisher.
If you're by the ropes, it doesn't matter. By the corner, you're in danger zone. You know what I mean? It's a splash zone for real.
What's your because we don't really talk NXT even when we talk like first because you don't watch NXT as you said. Yeah. What's your take on that? I forget their name, man. On the Dark State. What's your take on that fraction?
It's a 4-man shield.
So that's kind of how you sum it up. But like, I'm trying to like see if they grow on me, but. They're really not. They got
think about it. I'm
trying to go in open-minded, like no hating type of thing. Like I'm going in there open-minded, watching their matches, watching their work. I kind of like that Cutler guy, the white guy. I find him kind of funny. His promos are funny. But other than that, it's really nothing to move about. I'm not too sure on him. And then in NXT, there's really no big
Yeah.
factions, so it's kind of like
Brother Hugh, I did some work with MJF back in the day. He's the best. He's the coolest guy ever. Second to the brother in the do-rag. Much love, brother. Much love. got me blushing on camera. Listen, Dark State, they're cool, but like it's NXT, my guy. You know what I mean? They're trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, you know what I mean, while getting live reps on television to dust them off. So give them more time. They very, very fresh new into it. One of the dudes was on that TV show, like the competition thing.
Casper. You
Yes,
talking
yeah,
about Casper? Yeah, he's his vignettes, those little like those packages, bro. He's interesting. He's pretty interesting. He's an interesting guy.
nah,
Yeah, he's
it's you know what I mean. So they're very fresh. Give old boys a little bit of time to solidify themselves in the situation. Who other than that, did anything else really pop? Oh, Ricky and Obafemi. I don't really care about this world title picture because I feel like Oba's on the way up and Ricky's right next. You know what I mean? I feel like they should just drop the strap to Javon and just call it a day.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Love Ricky, but I'm not so far his run in NXT. I haven't really been digging. Um, Great worker, obviously great on the mic. You know, he's the person you want as a champion in any company. But I don't know, man. I guess all these feuds that he's kind of been in since he's been in NXT, I just haven't really, at least for me, I just really haven't stuck out. But I'm hoping, you know, Ricky and Oma, I'm sure they'll put out. So hopefully this kind of changes my mind on Ricky, whether if he wins or loses, because Oma is going to be great. But I'm just a little concerned with Ricky, especially him being a smaller guy, a little bit of an older guy. I kind of don't really see where he would fit in, even if he goes to like the main roster. Since it's just so stacked. Um, but yeah, no, it should be a good match. I'm pulling for Ricky. I'm a Ricky fan more than Oma, but we'll see what happens.
It's hard to go against Obafemi. That man's just an absolute
He's
menace.
great, but you know what it is, bro? I think you were with me. Remember we saw Ricky at GCW.
We did see Ricky at GCW.
Remember, that was
it's not even like we saw Ricky. We was just happened to be in the mall. We just happened to be in the
American there. Mall. He was coming down the escalator, and then we saw Megan Bain wrestle that day as well.
We definitely did, and it was cool seeing her pop up a couple months after.
For real, yep.
That's it for my NXT debacle. Few AEW notes. Did you watch Dynamite last night?
I did watch Dynamite last night.
Audio beat Mox. What do you think the future is for the Death Riders?
So I'm gonna be honest. This may be a hot take to whoever listens to this pod, but I do really like this Death Riders slow burn. A big issue with AEW, even for me as an AEW fan, is shit moves too quick. It's too fast. It's like boom, boom, boom. But it's a really slow burn with this Moxley angle. I think it's kind of obvious that they're gonna turn on him, whether if it's Marina or like they kick him out or something, make him walk the plank or something. But I think this is an opportunity, if booked correctly, you could have Mox come back as the biggest babyface in the company. I think if you play your cards right, I think Mox could be bigger than Darby. He could be bigger than Swerve. And simply because Mox embodies that AEW, like what is it? Like that wrestling, like he embodies that. Like he is AEW. And you know, he started in WWE, that's fine. But he was there, like maybe I don't think during like the first episode, but he was there in the beginning. Like, you know,
he is. He's a 5-time AEW World Champion. I feel like that shows enough. You know what I mean?
I think this is dope. I don't know who takes that leadership role, whether if it's like Marina or maybe Pac or Claudio, since he beat him. But I think this is dope, especially if they play their cards right. and make Moxley a baby face, bro, I think it would be so beautiful. I think it would be so great.
Side note, I think you just won the fantasy league because CeeDee Lamb got hurt. So many prayers to him.
Wait, what do you mean?
He's being walked off. He hurt something. It'll probably be Claudio. I'm not gonna hold you. Question for you, Jen. So Peacock removing WWE end of the month. Are you guys gonna watch anything before it's gone? No, because I'm the type of person that once I know results, I can't watch wrestling.
That was Rick, right?
Yeah, that is Rick. I mean, it says it on the handle.
So check this out, Rick. I'm a little sad about it. I slowed down. During COVID, a little after, I watched Raw and then some SmackDown from '92.
You're a sick man.
From '92 to '03. I stopped at '03, and I can't watch it no more because I checked the other day. Peacock just has a SmackDown library, and you can't find Raw. And so yeah, answer your question, nothing anymore. But I was watching it like a TV show.
You're a sick man. Oh my god, you're so fucking mental.
So the birth of SmackDown.
I forgot you did that. Oh my god,
bro! I got to see the like pre-Attitude Era to like how it was popping off to that, and then like I was gonna go to WCW, but I just didn't have the time. I started working. I was unemployed at that time, anyways.
It was rough times.
Rough times watching wrestling, you know.
You said, "That's impressive." I've been watching Ruthless. You guys are just absolute animals, dope. Man. I can't watch that. I can't watch those things back to back.
Wrestling is, in my opinion, just real quick, wrestling I think is one of the few sports or programs, whatever you want to call it, that you could kind of go back and watch. Like I love other sports as well, but I can't go back and watch like an old Mex game or like basketball game. Like wrestling, I could sit down and watch like a match from like 07 or like 89. Like it's, I don't know. But yeah, AEW was pretty good last night, I thought, and I do like the Death Riders, what they're doing with the Death Riders.
That is up. Give us a second. We will be going to commercial break.
What's up, my fellow bad guys? Just when you thought we were down bad, Brandy's here to pick us right back up. Thanks to our partnership with SeatGeek, we got good seats and great prices. New users can score a fantastic $20 off their final ticket purchase by using the exclusive promo code 4SIDESOTR at checkout for any event. That's 4SIDESOTR. Tell them the bad guy sent you.
That is our SeatGeek promo. Use code 4SIDESOTR to get, what was it, $10, $20 off? So, yeah, man. Overall, let's see my comments. Wrestling is better than Mormon Housewives or whatever the wife is watching. That is listen, man. Don't knock
better than watching Love and Hip Hop.
Channel's a lie. He'd definitely be watching Love and Hip Hop.
Oh no.
You're a Love and Hip Hop guy. Nah, man. So okay, so I did this last week because it was Thanksgiving season. What are you grateful for in this year in wrestling?
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, just how acceptable it is. I feel like if we're talking this year, like these last couple years, but this year, 2025, is just so acceptable. Like it's not like a closeted passion anymore. Like you could kind of just say, yeah, I like wrestling, and you could either talk about it if that person knows what it is, or us being wrestling fans, like, yeah, I watch wrestling, and they're like, huh? And you're like, yeah, like John Cena. And then you just kind of start talking, and you're like, John Cena, like The Rock. Come on, you see Fast and Furious. So you just kind of start talking. If it's an older guy, you're like Roddy Piper. You just
Roddy out here.
Hey, look, he was in a few movies, made some albums, but but seriously, man, I just love how acceptable it is. And it's just fun to watch, and it's just easy accessible, especially now with TNA with the whole AMC thing. Like, so easy to watch. It's every day. Doesn't mean you have to watch it every day, but if you choose to, and if you want to get like a different flavor, something every day of the week. I love that.
Yeah, now we got to compete with TNA for ratings. Isn't that crazy? That's fucking heads out with TNA. Fucking out of my goddamn rocker. Nah, listen, man. TNA going to AMC is really dope. It's good for wrestling in general sense. It makes it more
it is.
accessible. I remember AMC being one of those channels that just has all those weird movies and TV shows on now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, in fact, I don't even care about the money aspect for them. It's just dope to have more wrestling on TV that's more accessible. Like
Yep.
AAA, I think they have a Fox deal.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they got a TV deal. So listen, wrestling's on the up and up. I feel like Ring of Honor is next. It's just a matter of where.
That's what I do hope. And another thing I was gonna say with the TNA thing, man, I hope that because AMC has like a streaming app, I'm hoping they put like their library on AMC. Like, growing up, you know, I hope so. Like when we were kids, man, I remember you saying you made me laugh. You said this on the podcast ages ago, because I agreed with you. He was like, yeah, you know, watching WWE as a kid, you like Booker T's not there no more, and you kind of think he's at a farm, but he was just in another promotion. And bro, I used to think the same thing. Like, oh, okay, I guess they're not here no more. But there goes so. I would like to see some 2010s TNA since I missed out on all of it, bro. All I knew was WWE at the time.
But in 2010, you're talking about like the 2000s, brother. I'm talking about like I didn't see Ric Flair, and then I passed like Spike TV. I'm watching 1,000 Ways to Die, and then
I never watched TNA on Spike.
On Spike, bro, it was great. You see 1,000 Ways to Die, and then it's on. That was in my grandfather's crib. I was like wrestling. I was like, all right, whatever. And then I
never watched
it. Ring. I was like, what the hell is going on over here? Then I was like, why does Kurt Angle have 7 belts? Why is he the tag team champion by himself? That was a real confusing thing for me. Like, and the internet wasn't as prominent for me to go deep luring.
We were also super young.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? What the hell is going on? Why is Booker T here? The amount of opportunities that are out there for all talent of every level. Yeah, man, listen, there's something for everybody. If you get cut from WWE, it's not the end of the world. You have somebody else will want you.
Yeah, that's the great thing about it.
Motions to get yourself over. No, man, look at Cardona's a great example. That man can get signed to save his life, but I guarantee you he makes enough money to where he can afford anything he wants in life. You know what I mean? So
Cardona's a worker, man. He's fun to watch. He's fun to watch. He's just out here hustling and bustling, and I guess that's why Cena is so fond of him. I like Cardona.
What if Cardona's a masked man?
If he's that's a good one. I wouldn't be mad at that. Let me ask you this: does Cardona get more of a pop than Theory if it's either one? I think you go more crazy for Cardona than Theory. Especially if he comes as Cardona, because remember he wrestled as Zack Ryder. So if he comes out on the mask as Cardona.
I'm gonna keep it about with you. I don't care much for Cardona. I care about radio. Tell me everything you do.
I wear my. We remember.
Grayson like, Daddy, I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm like, shut up.
I'm reliving my childhood.
I don't care about nothing. I'm not. Yeah, man. Listen, wrestling's in a really good spot. It's really dope, and I do appreciate it for what it is. Right, I do appreciate it for what it is at the moment. Sometimes it gets a little frustrating. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the storyline isn't there, and sometimes the in-ring work isn't there. So you just take a couple weeks off. But wrestling is one of those things. If you just have social media, you can just watch the clips, catch up real quick.
Yeah,
and then you're right back in it, man. Trying to think what else is on the wrestling agenda.
we was talking AEW. I did want to say about AEW is I did really like the Samoa Joe Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston, yes, bro. That's man funny. That's the title of the episode. And I forgot about that. Yeah, bro, listen.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
Give on the strap. I love
So,
Eddie Kingston
bro,
so much, man.
Eddie Kingston, bro, like I dig that promo. It felt like it wasn't even written. Like he was just came out and just like was talking. He was, but
Bro,
bro,
he's
that
everybody's favorite
was it
uncle.
was dope. And I'm not gonna front Eddie Kingston. When I think of Eddie Kingston, I don't think how I think of Samoa Joe. But Eddie Kingston could go, but him and Joe should be one of those like I mean, I'm gonna say sloppy in a good way. Like one of those like just sloppy, hard hitting, just fucking just crazy just fights. Like I doubt it's gonna be much of a wrestling match. Maybe they'll try some little submissions and like holds. Uh but I think it'll be a really good match. Now, I think if you really want to get some people talking about AEW, what you could do is you have Eddie go over. Right now, you have Eddie go over, be Samoa Joe. Does Samoa Joe don't really need the title? He just had it like 6 months ago. Let Eddie Kingston, let him
I'm
take
not
the
going.
strap.
I'm not gonna hold you. As dope as that would be, could you imagine Eddie Kingston winning the AEW World Championship and coming out with a Knicks jersey, with a Jalen Brunson jersey, with the strap? I would,
Yo,
I would sell my soul to AEW right there at that moment. I promise you, I will be all elite. Let me get the visual of Eddie Kingston wearing a Jalen Brunson jersey with the
with the AEW title.
with the world title. Oh my god, bro, I'd be delusional. That'll be my profile picture on every single thing. Like people who have profile pictures of wrestlers. That'll be my
Yeah.
profile picture. The Nick jersey with the AEW world title, man. You can't beat that. Listen, man, that would be dope. I don't think Eddie Kingston is a world champion kind of wrestler. To this day, I can't tell you what his finisher move is because Unk just
Yo,
goes in there and
wow. Isn't
scraps.
it the back? Doesn't he like hit you with a like that Chris Jericho shit? Like he
Yeah,
turns around and like,
bro, I can't tell you what it is, bro.
is it a
One,
sleeper?
I cannot tell you what Eddie Kingston's finisher is, bro. My man just scraps. My man's is
He
100%
does. He
fighting. He's just 100% fighting spirit. You know what I mean?
he just throws himself at you.
He just throws himself, bro. I was watching the match with him and Moxley, and I was like, "What is this?" I was like, what the hell is going on?" My man's is just real life scrapping in the ring, bro. It was nuts, fucking nuts. Listen, it'll be dope. It'll be dope to see Eddie Kingston as a world champion, but I don't know if Samoa Joe loses it so quick.
I don't think he does either, but it's
Who
just
beats
one of
Samoa
those
Joe for the
kind
title?
of
Who beats Samoa Joe for the title?
fuck. So assuming he beats Eddie,
Who's the perfect person to beat him? Give me your fantasy booking. Who does it? Who
give me
pulls the trigger?
evil Uno
Oh my
takes
fucking!
down Samoa Joe, and he he gets the title that he's been yearning for since the first episode of AEW. No, seriously.
You're too deep into AEW trenches to be pulling out Evil Uno as a damn. That should have been the title of this episode. Evil Uno.
Evil AEW champions. No, seriously, if not Eddie, shit, I could see something like even if it's heel versus heel factions, like let's say Moxley kind of gets kicked out. Boom, you don't see him on TV for a while, which I think when he lost the title, he should have been off TV to begin with. But he gets off TV once he gets kicked out the Death Riders. Whether if it's Claudio or Pac, you have one of those two guys as the new leader as of the Death Riders go after Samoa Joe and the Ops. The Ops is a little bit of a newish faction, so like, and who really cares? I think Hook is part of them. Like Hook is, I'm not big on Hook.
I think Hook is with Eddie Kingston now. I think it's with Uncle Eddie.
My thing is, yeah, you have someone in the Death Riders, Pac or Claudio, take the strap off Joe, have Mox come back down the line, and kind of like I said earlier, have Mox as that big baby face. Maybe kind of hint at him coming back at that title, just to have him as a baby face. Because like I said, man, I think Mox would be. I think he'll just be a huge ass baby face in that company if they play it right. So
I think MJF comes back and beats Joe.
I didn't even consider MJF. That's crazy.
He's not on He's not on TV. That's why.
That's why you
That's
kind
why.
of forget.
That's not even.
Yeah.
That's why it's not even. My man's not even on TV, bro. That's the great part about MJF. He's not on TV, so you forgot about him. But the moment he's on TV, he's that
He's up
guy.
again. Yeah, he's MJF. That's kind of how that is.
He's another one. He's another young guy you can build your company around.
Bro, when he was the champ for like 2 years or whatever it was, bro, it was fun to see. The whole
A year and a half.
that whole
not
best
gonna
friends
hold you,
thing with him and Cole was great. Like,
amazing. I feel like AEW does one perfect storyline a year. That was
and the one perfect storyline is normally like the longer ones. So they should definitely start with longer storylines.
They tried, man. They tanked themselves with that devil storyline. Shit was so ass.
Oh God, the devil, bro! It had so much potential. Like I was in it, bro. I was like, this shit is good. Like I'm who's the devil?
Wrestling Twitter debunked everybody, and I was like, damn, you're right. Yeah, they were right.
I stood, bro. So sometimes with certain shit, I stay off of wrestling Twitter just because even if they get it right, it ruins it, bro. And like I want to be surprised. Like I want to be surprised. I don't want to. Like, I don't want to know who the masked man is. Like, bro, I seen a picture earlier. It was like they showed the masked man. He had blue eyes, and they're like, yeah, it's Theory. And
got green eyes.
Bro, then they started they started doing like the science of his ass to like another wrestler. I'm like, yo, bro, this is too much. You're gonna keep scrolling.
I'm not gonna hold you. Today was the first day that I learned that Austin Theory had green eyes. I was like, oh, I didn't notice that before. I was like, oh, that's good.
There you go. That's freaking wrestling Twitter for you.
Deep as hell, bro. It's crazy. Wrestling Twitter is definitely out there, but now MJF is definitely one of those guys you build the company around. Braun Breaker, Rhea Ripley, young as hell too. Roxanne definitely. I feel like wrestling
love Roxanne.
I feel like wrestling's at the point where you can see it's the changing of the guard.
Yeah,
like everybody's like 40, so they're about to like age out in a sense. Because Cody said it, he's on his last contract, or his next contract will be his last contract. So Cody's on the way out too, and I don't think he's fully retiring. I just think he'll just do part time and whenever they need him, like still be.
That's mostly what they'll do. They'll mostly do part time. They're not doing all that.
Yeah, he wants to do.
They're not gonna retire fully.
I can't knock them. You know what I mean? Can't knock him for that. So it's definitely the changing of the guard for wrestling. Gunther's 40, so he got a couple more years. But Gunther has one of those
40?
movesets. Yeah, they're not 40. He has one of those movesets where he doesn't. He's not. You don't need to be uber athletic to be Gunther. You know what I mean? He's very well in his presentation. The Usos are almost done. They kind of have to be. You know what I mean?
Well, it goes back to what the guy was saying in the chat. Like that's why like I wanted to say it early when he commented. Like, hopefully we get a little Jimmy good solo run. You know, even if it's a little U.S. title.
Oh yeah, that was
title. Good. Yeah, you know, like just something.
You see what you did, brother? You're polluting his mind with a Jimmy singles run.
No, I mean, look, bro, I think it's fair. Why not? Why not? Give him a small little run. Give him. Jimmy and Jay are the same person. Fucking give it to Jimmy. Jay only got more over because of the fucking yeet and the dance. Other than that, it's the same shit. They do the spear, bro. I love the Usos.
Jimmy doesn't have a spear. Jimmy does not have
Let me say this real quick. And I love the Usos. Fun to watch, talented, whatever. But they're frustrating to watch. Like the spear, the super kick, and the splash, when it comes to them, it's like every time is a transitional move. Like, what is your finisher? Is it the spear or is it not the spear? Sometimes it wins, sometimes it doesn't. The super kick works, sometimes it doesn't work. Like, it's like the shit is fucking trash. And then they do like 9 of them. It's like, imagine getting kicked 9 times in your jaw and you get splashed and you still don't win. Like,
I'm not gonna hold you.
Love no, it's not their fault, booking, all that shit. But it's like, come on, come on.
It's mad. It's actually mad funny about that. So, fucking when it was the Usos versus Sammy and KO at WrestleMania. And Sammy ate like 17 super kicks. I was like, oh my God, they killed Sami Zayn.
I know what you're talking about.
My man's was getting.
Bro, his head was going down the rope like that. It was bobbing on the rope.
looked like somebody's flipped up uncle on the staircase. You know what I mean? This was Bob, bro. It was crazy. I was like, they killed him. They killed Sami Zayn. And so yesterday, a couple days ago, I was telling the group chat because I was talking about it. There was an old clip, right? There was an old wrestling clip. It was a triple threat tag team match, right? It was a triple threat tag team match. Everybody's doing their moves. And like, I'm so accustomed to like this generation of wrestling. I'm just expecting super kicks. You know what I mean? Because that's the transition move. That's how they get to the next spot. There was no super kicks. And I was just I was like, where's, like, what do you mean? When I'm watching this match, it was like the last 5 minutes of the match. I'm like, there's no super kicks. Where are the super kicks? There's no transition here. I'm like, this is nuts. But then Lance Storm, God bless you, Lance Storm, he came through in the middle of the night, hit a super kick for a transition. I was like, yeah, the boy.
There it is.
That's how much wrestling today has polluted my brain into thinking that everything needs a goddamn super kick. Because I don't even notice. I don't notice a super kick. Like, I don't notice my curse words no more. You know what I mean? You know, when you cuss so much, you don't notice when you're cussing. That's the same way I feel about super kicks. I don't see it. I do not see it anymore. And that is an absolute problem that I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
That. But I understand what you mean about the Usos moveset. I'm not polluting anything. You guys are liars. You guys are complicit in polluting his brain thing. And Jimmy Uso needs a single run as champion. Listen, wonderful guys. They made a lot of money, so I do not feel bad about saying no. I do not want to see them as individual goals. Tag team championships, damn right. I just don't want to see. Ooh, Brandon Aubrey with a 63-yarder. Come on, boy, give me 5 points. My kicker has a 20 burger, gentlemen.
Oh wow. Yeah, you staying alive. I gotta stay alive in that Yahoo League, bro. Jeez. Man.
Next year, I'm paying attention in the Yahoo League. I'm not gonna hold you. This was the first year I looked at it. I'm like, this looks amazing to be a part of. So I'm gonna be on my.
It's stressful. I'm part of it. Like it's horrible.
So for anybody who's not a part of the league, so I do a Friends and Family League every year. The Mar League. Rest in peace to our good friend Mar. Much love to him and the family. Seeds 1 through 6 are all 8 and 5. It's nuts, and it's crazy because I'm in last place, but I have the 4th most points scored in that league. But I have the most points scored against me in that league. But it kind of balances out because in my home league, I'm in like 5th place, but I have the 10th most points scored. Like, I'm bottom of the barrel, and I'm like 7 and 6 fighting for a playoff spot right now. So fantasy balances out. Yeah, I love
that one loss you gave me was big.
Yes. And I beat Tino was 11-1. My man's got a squad. It should be illegal how good his team is. and my team is hot doo-doo. And I spanked that ass like he owed me money. So back to the wrestling bit of it. Yeah, man, wrestling's in a really good spot. It is super frustrating sometimes. Sometimes I hate tuning into WWE shows because it is super dry.
Yeah.
But if you have particular people or things that you're watching for, it makes wrestling be a little bit easier. Watching AEW is more enjoyable for me at this point because sometimes I just want to turn off my brain and just watch great matches. You know what I mean? I want to watch.
Yeah.
Wrestling, I might have committed taboo here. Wrestling may not be considered like real fighting, you know what I mean? But it's legit. Like, these men and women put their bodies on the line to entertain us, and they're absolutely talented.
No, that's true. That's 100% true, and that's why I watch it. And it's kind of like I said earlier, man. It's a different taste for everyone. Like, there's probably certain people out there who don't watch none of the big three: TNA, AEW, WWE. There's probably real big GCW fans out there. There's probably real big, I don't know, House of Glory, whatever it is that's out there. It's just different. It's just a different flavor for everyone, and I don't know. Wrestling is dope. If you want something a little more, like you said, you got to pay attention to for storyline and a callback from 5 years ago, it's WWE. If you want a little bit of a storyline and just like straight hands, like a 20-minute banger to start off the freaking Wednesday night, you'll put on Dynamite. Like, So it really, it just depends.
It does, man. And wrestling's a mixed bag. But I got you for an hour and a half. Final questions that I do for all guests on the show. You've been watching the show for a minute. You've known us all of it. Well, you obviously know me the longest, but you come to know Marcus Martin and Brandon and Zombie King as well. If you had to name us, if you had to separate us as heels and baby faces, who's a heel and who's a baby face?
Well, okay. I feel like you guys had this conversation before.
Yeah,
I
we tend to do it all the first time guests.
Okay, so I've heard it since I've listened to the pod of almost every
we haven't done it
episode.
in a while. We haven't done it in a while because we haven't had a new guest in a while. But
Hey, okay, cool. So I'm gonna start with you. You are I'm not gonna. You're like a tweener. I'll say you're a tweener.
that's so
You're
disrespectful.
not. You're a tweener. You could like kind of foot in, foot out. Zombie King, bro, love Zombie King, but that motherfucker is a heel. He is a heel. He is. He is. He is. Yo, some of his takes, bro. I'd be there, and I'm like, ah. But he's a wrestler, so he has a different perspective. He's in the ring, so he's different. Um, BP, BP, I'll give. He's a face. BP's a face. He don't, even though he's bad guy wrestling, I'll give him a face. He just wants to be a bad guy, but deep down inside, he probably just wants a hug. So he's he's a baby face. Nitram, bro. Nitram's another one. Love him, but he's a heel. Nitram, is a heel. He hates on Batista, right? Like, come on, no, you're a heel.
Batista,
You're a heel, bro.
Oh, bro,
yeah, no. He said some shit. I'm like, yeah, this is like, yeah, no. And then the founder, right? Marcus. Marcus is a face. Marcus is the anchor. He kind of, he's the voice of the show. Marcus is the face. So not you, we be the Zombie King and Knit Ram as the heels.
So Zombie King and Ram as the heels, Marcus and Brandon as the baby faces, and I'm in the tweener.
That's
still so disrespectful. I take pride in being a heel. So I will come up with more outrageous takes and opinions to restore the people's faith in me. Thank you for being on, brother. To let the people know where they can find you if you want them to find you.
Oh yeah, so you could catch me on Twitter and/or X, and I believe it's King of Groove 16.
Dream?
I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, it is Boy Dreams King. It's an old Twitter. Right. Boy Dreams King. Follow me on there. I post a lot about just random wrestling stuff, other sports as well. Big into baseball, football, basketball, obviously the wrestling. And yeah, definitely follow me on there. I'm looking forward to hearing next week's episode with you and the boys. And hopefully I could be on again. Hopefully the rest of the guys are on.
Bro, you being on literally just depends on if you want to be on. You know what I mean? This is literally a you thing, my friend.
So are you? So is this the open invitation? I could just come in and talk about wrestlers older than 48 every single time. You will revoke the invitation so fast.
I'm glad you know me. I'm glad you know me, brother. The moment we start talking about Jeff Jarrett, I'm absolutely.
Yeah, bro. Bobby Lashley is gonna be the next AEW champion. You're gonna like it.
It's terrible because it's like I can see Bobby.
Remember we went to the show and I was the only one screaming for the Hurt Syndicate. I was the only one cheering for the Hurt Syndicate.
You're not the only one, bro. It's just like they're old. They're old men. It's crazy.
You were chanting AARP and I was chanting We Hurt People. All right, two different
Medicaid. I'm over here trying to find your Twitter name because you don't even know. You don't even know your.
It's Boy Dreams King. I'm sure it is. Either ways.
Jesus Christ, my man don't even know his shit.
Listen, I'm already logged in, so I don't be knowing. It is Boy Dreams King, though.
That is my boy. My man's made me go on Twitter, find his Twitter page, that is his Twitter if you guys would like to find him. All right, guys. It is Boy Streams King on Twitter. He doesn't have a Instagram, so good luck there. And listen, I don't want to give you my social media, but you can find me on the team's Instagram page, 4 Sides of the Ring, Twitter page, 4 Sides OTR. Do not find me on Twitter. I do not know you. I will not add you. I post way too many pictures of my son. And honestly, I don't post no wrestling shit on my Instagram. I post all Nick shit and my son. That's it. I'm a very boring individual. I'm gonna go breathe. I'm gonna go cry in a corner for about 15 minutes because my social battery is now dead. I am gassed. I'm not talking to nobody for the rest of the night. Much love to everybody who joined us. You guys are great. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for hanging out with us. Tina, thank you, brother, for coming on for the show. It was
Thank you guys.
Listen, it was like pulling teeth getting you on, but boy, you were natural.
I appreciate it.
All right, so thank you, everybody, and that is our show.
Peace out, y'all.